Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Crunch. Check 99. Check 99.
2nd down and goal. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Wentz is going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Murray now on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hey, we got 3 down. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got it. 52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Okay, ready? 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Target.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blue Island. 25, check 25, check 25. Kill. One.
They go play action. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
It's going to be a long day. Mike.
To throw Mariota. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Keeps the score Eagles 20, Raiders 3.
So with the missed PAT out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So we got man. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Completes it to Aguilar. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mariota. And he's his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mariota now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and the pressure gets to him again.
That's how we do it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Silver.
To throw is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not near.
And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Three. He's coming, double up. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Coming to you. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing is Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here that's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check three.
One.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Barely got the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the 27, Wentz. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Philadelphia.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Let's go. Great. Let's find 7. 5. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mariota now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And he's going to go down again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Bravo. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn it.
4th down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
315. 315. 46 down, man. 5-4.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
That's complete right around the 8. Give them 2 yards. That sets them up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the whip.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
You go tight. You got it.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it flop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Mariota to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
To the air again. Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's go, boys.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing. Mariota gets past one man. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53. 50. Flat shot. Switch up. 53's the mark. 50.
Again, it's Mariota. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, The defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the